Still have to log
Right.
in. Hang on a second. I guess I'm not ready.
Oh, no worries. Once you get the Miro link, we're kicking off a game for the Playdate here today. The Playdate, if you haven't seen it, is this little handheld here. It's this little yellow device. All sorts of cool little games on it. So we're starting to make a game for it. We're basically just in idea mode today, which means we're just gonna write a nice list of ideas. Not really ponder too much on why an idea may or may not work. That's kind of how idea mode works. So we're just gonna add a bunch of sticky notes of what we think might make a good game. Um,
I need permission to access
ooh,
that board.
oh, thank you. I wonder. Let me know if my background sounds are coming through. It's bedtime here.
A little bit, but
It's
not,
always
not too
eventful.
bad.
I wonder where that went. Let me check. Is that a pig? Nice.
Oh yeah. Did you get my request there?
Yeah, it takes me a minute to bounce between all my Gmail accounts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Open sharing settings. There we go. I sent you an invitation. I guess it says your Gmail now. We're playing permission tag.
I loved it. Yeah. Man, I wonder what it's like when the internet was just open and there's like no permissions at all. It's been a different place
Yeah. Well, we're streaming. We'll get doxed here. It'll be fine.
for sure. Here we go. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if you can't really see my screen, can you, Simon?
I have your stream up. It's a bit small on my monitor,
Okay.
but I know you have like a giant screen.
I was gonna kind of go through some of the games to like maybe help with ideas. Just to like some since you're unfamiliar with the device, we can look at some existing games.
Yeah,
How's that
sounds
sound?
good.
Okay. Let me keep the channel open in case Weeda pops in here. So some of the existing games here, the one I was particularly fond of is this one. It's kind of like Vampire Survivors. You walk around, bad guys come for you, you get power ups, that kind of thing. Kind of straightforward,
Cool.
right?
Yeah.
Um, Let me
Hmm.
pull up some more. Mars After Midnight's really cool. So in this one, these guys come up and you open your little window with the crank on the device. And you have to like you have to get the right people into your shop here. And they eat whatever's in your restaurant that you make on another screen. Yeah, like that.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's some clever like use of the crank on the side of the device, which you can see here. I understand it's a little delayed for you, but there's the crank.
There's a crank, huh?
Yep. So there's another game where you like have a camera and you have to like move it around the screen and you focus on like birds and stuff because the camera's not doesn't focus on its own. So there's all
Interesting.
sorts of cool things here. So I see.
You want to incorporate the crank? If you can.
Yeah, that's idea mode. Anything goes.
All right.
And chat, if you have any ideas too, I would love to. Any idea you have, throw it in chat. Um, and we'll throw it on the board here, and it may get chosen for whatever we tackle for a game. So, any game ideas, just toss them out there. Simon, do you want to just start? Do you have access to? Yeah, sticky note, perfect.
I do. Yeah, I can start typing stuff out. I'm trying to also think about like back when I had a graphing calculator and they had games. Somehow I got games on there and they were very simple but fun. Like, and what made them fun?
Dodge the Falling Rocks. Have you seen? You ever play Get Over It?
No, I've
You're like,
seen.
you know what I'm talking about, where you're the guy in the
I
pot.
do. Yeah.
We could just
Yeah.
straight up do a Find My Wiener Dog port.
Yeah, I like those ideas.
Night, Evelyn.
what was that the game we worked on for like a little tiny bit? We had to climb ladders and the lava was rising.
Oh, it's just ladder climb or something, wasn't it?
Ladder
Lava
climb, yeah,
climb,
ladder
something like
climb
that.
port.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. You thinking like the scaling background where it was like shrinking, or we had all
No,
sorts
I'm
of weird
thinking
elements
more
to
just
that.
like
That's
just scrolling like a top-down scroller essentially.
yeah, would be cool. In this one, this Vampire Survivors one I was telling you about, you use the crank to actually move the character, so you're it's a little tricky to do.
Huh.
Yeah, I want to throw that out there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know Drug Dealer Simulator is pretty popular right now. Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
anything in there we can maybe do in a cannabis growery here to fit the same style of that game? You could use the crank to in that one you have to like turn the little thing that pours water. Gosh, I don't know how to word today. But you water the plants, right? And in that game, you use the A and D key to change its position to lower the water spout.
Okay.
So you could use a crank like that, I guess.
Sure.
Also, my wife really wants to draw for a plant-based game like that, like Lemonade Stand, but for plants.
Yeah. Throw in what was it? Drug trafficking simulator. Dealing simulator.
Love that.
There we'll do one of these so we don't get pegged by some algorithm.
I suppose. All right. What else are we thinking? Suppose we can do sub sticky notes like this one. The sledgehammer could be the crank.
Ooh. And you like crank it slow for a soft swing if for some reason you need that, and hard for a big swing.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like almost like golf, right? Where you might need to
Yeah.
adjust your speed. I wonder if the golf games have incorporated that already. It's cool.
Sledgehammer golf.
Sledgehammer golf would be
You're in a
hilarious.
construction site and you're like, yeah.
Just hitting boulders at nearby pedestrians.
hmm
We like daisy chain these, like as our ideas like slowly stem out from each other.
Yeah.
I like that. That can be its own thread. Whatever.
Oh, have you played UFO 50?
Oh, I think you were playing it one time. I looked at it. UFO 50.
You should definitely check it out. There's some really
Oh,
cleverly designed games in there, and they're all bite size essentially.
ooh, I like this. This looks really cool.
I love it. It's yeah, very cool graphics, very retro.
There's some of these on the Playdate as well.
hmm
That's
Like
cool.
the original dungeon crawlers. Yeah,
Oh, this looks
that's
like
a
my
fun one
my
too. That
kind of
game.
jam right here.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I haven't told you about this by now. It's definitely something I really liked
I'm so upset,
as a
Simon.
designer, specifically for games. I'm like, whoa! It's like there's mechanics that seem very cool.
Yeah.
Modern mechanics sound like old style games. It's pretty fun.
You ever play Faster Than Light?
FTL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Didn't
Or,
hook me like I did others. I should try it again though.
or Into the Breach? That's the one I played of the two. I played Into the
I haven't
Breach.
played that one.
That's a
I've
really
heard it's
good
really good.
time. Yeah. Took me a while to get into it, but it's great.
Yeah, when it's when I don't have direct control over my characters, it's a little hard for me sometimes.
I hear you.
Like to tell them where to go just feels weird. Like I suck at RTSs, for example.
Yeah, yeah. If it's like StarCraft, where it's like actions per minute, I suck at
hmm
those. But that was more of a turn based, so you can take your time.
Oh,
Anyways,
nice.
so
Yeah.
they have a game coming out for the Playdate that's like Vampire Survivors. So Excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see some of our other ideas here. Is there some sort of crank mechanic we could apply to some of these that we have? I'd
We
like
do
to.
like a bowling game. Wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, I do like that. I saw one today actually. You played Baltro.
Balatro, yeah.
Is
Yes.
is that is that how you say it? I've been probably saying it wrong.
That's how it's spelled. I'm not sure how it's pronounced if it's not Balatro.
Yeah, fair enough. Um, but there's another one that's coming out that's like that, but it's with chess. So like it's chess with with jokers, I guess you would call them, the relics.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I wonder if you could apply that concept to a bowling game.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah. What can we noodle on that a bit here?
Sure.
Relics. Maybe your bowling ball gets faster and bigger. Like maybe it starts off as just like a marble.
Hmm. It's tough because like the mechanics of bowling is so straightforward, right? You throw the ball at the pins. It's not as mechanically diverse as a poker hand is.
For sure, or chess.
Hmm.
But I
But we
think
can think
there's
of something.
probably something there.
Yeah, it's like even one or like two or three. Like the pins will move slowly back and forth.
Here, I have a bad idea. We'll GPT this here. I have to create a bowling game that borrows mechanics similar to bottle throw. I'm gonna just keep butchering that. It's Bala, right?
Balatro. Yep.
Okay. And what other game is Slay the Spire maybe?
Sure. Yeah, those two are sold in like a package for some reason. I guess they complement each other.
Yeah, they're very similar, I'd say. But just with the relics in particular, I guess. I don't know.
Let's see what it says.
All right. You play a series of bowling matches. Between rounds, you earn relics, power-ups, and cards that modify how you bowl, score, and interact with the pins, lane, or ball. Relic ideas. Greased ball. The ball slides farther, giving you a curved bonus at high speeds. Glass pins. Chance to shatter on impact, knocking down adjacent pins. That's cool. Lucky wristband. +1 total score after a strike. If you hit a strike after a spare. That's pretty cool. 10% chance to summon a ghost pin on the next round that counts as a bonus hit.
I like that.
Yeah.
More pins, yeah.
So if there is a card ability system, between frames or turns, you could draw a hand of ability cards, blah, blah, blah. Spin shot at a curved ball, targeted, guaranteed hit. Rewind, time warp, rewind the ball once per game. Multi-ball. Multi-ball would be fun. Gain an extra frame at the end of the game. Synergies and meta strats. Ooh, here we go.
Ooh.
Pinball strategy. Combine and bounce enhancing, and multi-ball effects to ricochet into crazy chains.
Hmm.
Speed demon build. Stack relics at high-speed balls and riskier throws. Precision setup.
Hmm. It's
Progression
good
at
work.
What's that?
Sorry, if we kept expanding the number of pins per round or something.
Yeah, that chess game was kind of doing that too because it was only like a 4x4 grid, and I imagine that changes.
Ah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
so for progression, roguelike map, different paths, chests, elite lanes, shop nodes, kind of the cookie cutter setup there.
Mm-hmm.
Giant pin boss, takes multiple hits to take down. Dodge pins force you to aim, forcing timing skills, puzzle lanes. Hit a specific pattern of pins to pass. I kind of really like all this. I'm gonna just copy that into a sticky note, I think.
Yeah, I like this too.
Boltro. Ooh,
Yeah, I had to do it. I'm sorry.
no, that's
I
amazing.
couldn't resist. Thank you.
Okay, let me paste in here. Too big? Okay, I'll do a chunk at a time. Oh my gosh. Maybe a picture would be better. Feel free to keep throwing down sticky notes while I fart around with this.
Sure. I have to update my work really quick.
Word. Bear with me, chat here. My millions of viewers. If you have any ideas, feel free to throw them in the chat here. Really digging Bolatro. If anyone's still listening, what do you think of Bolatro? It's looking pretty slick.
Like there's some potential there, yeah.
I think we hashed it out into a Playdate game and then expanded into Steam when we kind of iron out the
Mm-hmm.
details.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yes. Now watch someone. This will be on Steam next week. It's a new release. We'll get idea doxed.
Idea doxed, yeah.
Cool.
There's a very fun game in UFO 50 that is similar to Balatro. It's a deck building game, but the concept is that you are throwing parties and you want to invite a bunch of guests. So as you play hands, you get a bigger house and you can invite more guests, and the guests have different abilities, score different points, etc.
That sounds cool. That reminds me of I played Peggle. It's like a Peggle one. Peglin. See if I'm remembering that right. Peglin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the same idea with relics and stuff, but it's the Peggle game. That was a good time. It wasn't very hard, but it was cool. All right, what do we got here? Dodge and climb the falling rocks. We could probably have a crank mechanic on this somehow.
Yeah.
Not required, but it's kind of fun to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the crank moves the character, or you have a sledgehammer to potentially move or knock the rocks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's the mechanic of just using the crank to move the character seems like you have the D-pad, right? Like that's what you need. That's what you use to move the character. In my in my
Yeah, no,
opinion,
I agree. It would be a little awkward.
I'm sure there's a lot of games that do it just to do it, but
But moving, I think a weapon around like in a circle, I think that
mhm.
could work pretty well.
That could work, yeah, for sure.
Give it like physics where you're not breaking the rocks, but kind of like moves them off to the side, maybe.
Hmm. We could do like a yeah, like a wizard game, magic game, where you have to cast different spells with the crank.
Hmm. What are you thinking on the crank piece of that?
Like the spell will be just crank slow for a second, or crank fast for a second, or you know crank medium for a second, then slow, or I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. Spelks. There you go.
Yep.
Oh, one thing I wanted to point out too is we have a lot of these games are in a couple, at least a handful are in GitHub.
Oh yeah.
So we could use those as like a cross-reference as we dive into this new language here. It's using Lua, um, which didn't look too gnarly, but
It's very similar to Godot in a lot of ways.
perfect.
Scripting language is very flexible. Yeah, it's what I use to make the mods I made for Spelunky 2.
Could potentially feed that into AI as well as like a, hey, this is what a Playdate game looks like just as like a
Mm-hmm.
knowledge base to help us troubleshoot and whatever else.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Or is there's forks? What's been forked here? Oh, it won't show me. Oh, maybe. I can't imagine a fork is like you just straight up copy somebody's game. Okay,
I assume
no real forks out there.
I guess, yeah. That's an interesting concept that you would just fork a game,
Right.
hopefully change enough, not to just copy somebody, but yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's MIT license. Yeah, this game's fun. A little short, pretty fun.
I think as long as it's fun, it doesn't really matter
Heck yeah.
how long it is.
Yeah, the games in this device end up being about 8 a pop. Just not, well, 3 to 8, I guess.
A decent price.
Yeah, I mean, you got Switch coming out at $90 games, so I mean, that sounds terrific.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, any of these ideas stand out to you, or do you want to keep noodling on some ideas for a bit?
Uh, kind of would like to dive in more into one, I guess. Not sure what that looks like. We could start breaking out things like art, or like if we really want to make it,
Art, you
like
said?
start project management stuff, I guess.
Art, did I hear you right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we were to do Bolatro or Bolatro,
Hmm.
how would we animate this?
Yeah, like what's our overall style? What's our overall?
We have
How
to
does the game look?
we have to adhere to the kind of the palette here, which is black and white,
Hmm.
which can still look pretty dang good. This
Yeah.
these really don't do it justice because these are gorgeous on the machine. Let's see. Let's try this.
Oh,
Played a bowling game. Maybe it's already out there. There is one
good
bowling
chance.
game according to this. That's just straight up 2D. Oh,
Yeah.
look, it's using the crank to move the ball.
Oh.
Huh.
Cute. For us, I was thinking like a first-person view.
Yeah, like straight up Wii bowling kind of.
Hmm. Hmm. That's a cool idea, though. It looks kind of fun.
Yeah. I wonder how hard it would be to do 3D. Let's throw that on here.
In a pseudo 3D, I think would be pretty easy. Right? It's a fixed view where you watch a ball roll down
Oh, like you
towards
just
the
maybe
pins.
scale the ball.
Hmm.
Like it
Yeah.
scales to make it look like it's going down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hmm.
Just scale the balls.
Just scale the balls. There you go. Good idea capturing that. Let's see. Do the
Yeah.
bosses make sense? I think they're
Sure.
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess
I think they need to be simple, but yeah.
for a first pass, I guess we don't have to worry about that. Like, what would our first like? I really like the first slice of a game, right? Like,
Hmm.
you get start, you can throw a ball down a lane, knock down one or more pins.
Hmm.
Let's try that first slice. Start game. Throw a ball. Hit
Hit
pins.
pins. Yep.
And that formatted horribly. There we go. A little better.
Makes sense to me.
Hoorah.
Well, do you want to start making it?
What are you feeling?
Hmm. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool just to see how easy it would be to make some of this. How fast we could do it. I've never used PlayDate at all.
Yeah,
You it
me.
looks like you just started.
Yes. Well, let's crack open. Let me get you a link here so we can screen share a little easier.
Sure.
And there's that. My public link. We're gonna get doxxed. All right. So if I go open folder, am I missing it here?
Yeah, I find it very useful to just look at a game that exists and just see where we would make the changes.
Yeah, here's this. If you want to poke around while I get the existing code pulled up.
Sure. Yeah, let's look at it on GitHub.
Yeah, I sent you a DM of the GitHub link.
Thank you.
I had started a. We had like a dummy folder somewhere for the session we did last time. But where the heck did that
Hmm.
go? Surely it wasn't on my laptop. That would have been. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not on my laptop for streaming. Stable diffusion. Gosh, where the heck did that go?
Yeah, it's got some documentation, not as much as I would like.
That GitHub.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had
it's
enough
better than no
to.
documentation, but
We had enough to launch the game last week. Like you could start the app. Oh, maybe it's in the SDK folder. I doubt it. That'd be weird, but it is. Why wouldn't it be? All right. Where the heck is this at? Jamcraft game. So here's main Lua. We borrowed this from. I forget where this came from, but adds a sprite, some game setup, and some updates for movement. So basically, you can
nice.
use the D-pad to move around the screen. Pretty slick. So if we do, let's ask, like, if we create this link, use this link for learning. How could we possibly set up a bowling game? Keep it simple. Is it cheating to go straight to AI? I think it's a good way to start quickly. It's probably fine, right? What do you think?
What's that? I didn't catch it. Sorry.
Is it cheating to go straight to AI?
No, I don't think so. It's what
It's
we're all going to be doing at some point.
it's a good way to get in the right direction pretty fast here. Use our
It's really helped
proficient.
me get unstuck for some Node and TypeScript stuff that I would not have been that easy to find the answer to.
So what do we got going on here? Init game adds a ball image, ball move, add. I'm not sure what that's doing. Set of pins. It's just a little triangle Rex looks like. There's no way this just gonna work out of box. Ball, update physics. This has got to be 2D as well. We didn't specify. So draw the lane. It's just a rect. And I don't even edit game states. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of like where that's going. Should we YOLO this, see if this works, and then revert it?
I mean, yeah, I'm
Start adding
curious.
the...
Yeah. I wonder what's going to happen.
All right, accept that. PlayDate SDK. So I'll open it the hard way. Let's see. You remember from last time there was like a... Is it just open? Yeah. Oh, misties. We gotta build this somehow. Remember, we gotta remember like all the commands offhand, which is really helpful. You remember from last week?
I don't, sorry.
No worries. How you doing, chat? Anybody still there? What do you think of what we're doing so far? There it is. We just kick off a help command. We got here pdc dot probably in the wrong folder. cd jamcraft. Surely it works like I'm thinking it does. Less. Nope. Oh my gosh. That slash? Nope. I think we gotta go back a level. I think we're in the test PDX right now. Or at least it's loaded it claims. PDC dot test PDX. I don't know, Simon.
Yeah, it seems like it should be easier to get it running.
Yeah. Maybe restart the console. Well, if we go this open action find. Nope. PDC. I wonder if it's PDC help. PDC. No, I was just hating everything. That's weird. I wonder if we have to back it up a level, like open here. Nope. Let's go home. Reveal data folder.
Hmm.
Indeed. PD. I have another idea. If we go to bin, is PDC in here? Yes. If we just open, we can probably just put this in a terminal. Do it the old-fashioned way,
Mm-hmm.
like so. Then we do PDC. I don't know if my slashes are going the right direction. Okay, so that our script doesn't work as we expected.
Mm-hmm. What's the error?
It just says it can't. No such file.
Huh.
What's in there though? Core libs. Oops.
Seems like there would be one for the crank.
Yeah, right.
There's for everything else, yeah.
Yeah, it claims it's there. So core libs crank.
Huh.
Wonder why it doesn't like it.
Is it that line that it's early on? Line 13, is that the one that it's failing on?
Yeah,
Huh.
seems so.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's definitely haunted.
What's your working directory? Open the console again. You're in the Playdate SDK bin. Maybe you
Yeah,
need to be in a different directory.
yeah, I wonder that as well. But these it seems like it got two line 13.
It got those, yeah.
What if we just kill it? Like,
See what
are
happens,
we
yeah.
using the crank in here? Crank. No. Let's see. Animation. Okay, yeah, it seems to be struggling.
Maybe it goes from the bottom up or something.
Yeah. Let's see if we undo the whole file, if it works at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. So we've successfully broken it from last session.
You had it in this Playdate console
Yeah,
last session,
right.
but you don't remember the command. No.
Let's try this again with all the same syntax.
You
Like,
spelled Jamcraft.
cannot debug system apps. What does that mean? What were you saying?
You had a misspelling in your command there. You had spelled Jamcraft as Jame craft.
Oh, so easy to start typing my name.
It's like muscle memory at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I cannot debug system apps. What's is this like this whole deal seems odd. Are we in like
Yeah.
V mode or something weird? Try something like this. Nope.
Vim commands, sure.
Yeah, Vim, thank you. Clear log.
It seems like we don't even understand how to use the console.
Yeah,
At all.
maybe go back to the basics here. Developing in Lua, blah blah blah. Where's the terminal at?
Like a quick start or something?
Yeah, so that's what I was hoping to find.
I have a hard time with these, like, yeah, giant instructions.
Just ingesting 1,000 pages of documentation.
Yeah, like, give me like the smallest thing to give me something on the screen.
Yeah,
That's all I care about.
right. Well, hey, you know what? Why not? We can probably feed it some context of what we're seeing. PDC. Gosh.
Do you have to include PDC because you're in the Playdate console right now?
I feel like we did last time, but I could be misremembering.
It's just it's like if nothing works, seemingly. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's some commands in here. Oh, we got a bot. We got a
Oh man.
spammer. Where is the button at? Is it the little sword? Click to reply. Nope.
If you left click on the name in chat, you should have an option there to ban them, I think. If you make me a mod, I can do it.
And there we go.
Oh, you got it. Nice.
Thank you.
Where were we?
We were attempting to see if this was gonna do
AI
anything for
seems to
us.
also be struggling on how to use this.
So we're go back to reading it manually. Oh, this is not what I wanted. AI, come on. You're better than this. All right. You want to do some Googling here while I fart around in the...
Yeah, I'm curious. Is this just a Lua console, like just for Lua commands?
This is in their little emulator here. It's just a console
Yeah,
button.
but what they expect in here, I wonder if just Lua commands would work, like print, you know?
Not debug system apps.
Hmm.
I wonder if it's pissed off because they're not no longer inside a
Unhelpful.
game. Open. I'm gonna go back to just building the game. If we go to, where is it? Documentation, running your game. Drag your PDX folder onto the simulator window. So we gotta build it first. Compiling. So PC, I think we're on the right path here, but it just seems really pissed off at my
Hmm.
pathing. So Jamcraft game. Maybe we had to step into Jamcraft Playdate. Maybe it wasn't deep enough.
Yep.
Worth a shot, huh? Oops. Wow.
It's capital D for Playdate. I don't know if that matters.
So
Huh.
if I add the directory, I can't find the Lua. Here it's, oh, I guess it is reading the file. It does see it.
But it doesn't have anything else on the path.
No such file. Did I miss something in the docs?
What if you pop that error message and try to ask the GPT what that error message means? It looked like a default library. Why would it not be loading properly? Circle simulator, yeah. Struggle is real.
For real.
This is so much of development, man. It's sad.
Yeah, this is shouldn't be this hard.
Yeah, I think like here you may want to add the to your path. I think you probably want to do this.
This should be done, but let's double check. If I go into my pathing, go to path. Here I have the playdate bin.
Nice.
So when I do
Okay.
PDC in the terminal, it knows it.
You're good. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, actually,
So you don't have to be in this
yeah,
directory,
I
right?
bet that's what it is. Oh, Simon, that's got to be close though.
I hope so.
Yeah. So I wonder if we need this stuff then. Haha,
Oh,
Simon.
hey.
Probably something dumb. Okay, so if I want to put this back, was it Control Z? Or just reapply it? Let me know if I'm just mumble talking too. Got a wonderful habit of that.
I've picked up everything so far.
Perfect.
As a fellow mumbler,
It's hereditary, I think.
yeah.
All right. Last time. 19th time is the charm.
Nothing.
No, I think that's good. So I think if we open
Oh, okay.
test now, this may or may not be our
Oh,
polling
wow.
game. Look, that
Look
actually
at that.
launched. Oh, perfect. So it didn't run. But it's
I'm
close
impressed
though.
though. We got graphics on the screen that look
Does
pretty
look like
accurate.
polling,
What we
yeah.
want. Hmm.
That's great. Should we do you want to kick off a timer for a little bit here and see if we can at least replicate these two things?
Kick off a
we're
timer?
yeah, like get a rotation going.
Oh, sure.
And then get borrowing this logic, putting those shapes back in the simple version of here. What do you think? Does that sound like a good goal?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a good goal.
Cool. Let me get mobs to roll in. All right, Simon, you're up. It looks like.
Okay.
What should I do?
This is the simple version on the left. We want to. Excuse me. I mean, why don't we just start with the code that the GPT gave us?
Yeah. Any code specifically catching your eye?
I mean, the whole thing, right? Like, I know there's an error, but we could debug that error.
You want to just roll with this one? Okay,
I kind of want to just see, yeah, like,
I'm good at that.
see if we can't debug the error ourselves here.
Here is our error message.
Heck pin collision. Slides width is not callable. Interesting. So let's go to that. Go to main.lua 125. So it's probably just calling it incorrectly. I wonder if that colon needs to be a dot.
Yeah, is there colons anywhere else? There's a few.
Where is that collides with? That's a method somewhere?
Yeah.
Do we have it defined?
Do we have what?
Is collides with defined somewhere here?
Oh, in this file? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not, so that might be just a hallucination that even exists.
Yeah, should we do
I'm not sure what it's trying to do there.
I'm kind of curious if it comes up here. Hey. Looks like the colon syntax is at least right.
I don't see anything that tells me that collides with is a real method, though.
Yeah, it's always collides with and then another word at least.
Yeah, try telling the GPT, just copy the error and then give it back to the GPT, see what it says.
Okay.
I found a lot of success with that. Be like, we have a compilation error. How do I fix it?
Yeah, we same. it say here?
I love how it's trying to sound human, right? Like, I see the issue. Like, okay,
Yeah, it's always so supportive too. Like even when I don't want it to be, it's like, oh, you're
yeah,
right. I'm like, am I though? Like I don't think I am.
right.
All right, you want to just YOLO in this? What are you thinking?
Do it, YOLO. Just those functions, though. That's what it's telling you. I think,
Yeah. So
not everything.
if I hit apply, it'll do the
Oh,
work for
that's
me.
in what is that? VS Code? Oh, cursor.
This is cursor. I love cursor. I can
I gotta try it
I
out.
can
That's pretty sick.
pick the model and everything. I've heard this is really good.
Damn.
So I'd be curious to try that at some point. I'm surprised Gemini made a comeback, or even on the radar, I
Is that
guess.
that's the Google one, right?
Yeah.
They've been. I mean, they've poured so much money into it. I guess I'm not too surprised that it's
Yeah. Fair enough.
still there.
All right. I wonder if we have to reopen this then.
New error?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Those timestamps.
No error.
What's how do we work this game here?
Huh.
Where are the buttons at? Button press, left, right. Press A to switch power state. So all this did was add some recs, so nothing cool there. So whatever it was trying to do, it's doing it, but it doesn't look like it's updating visually, maybe?
Hmm.
It said add this for debugging.
Yeah, let's see if we can see any collision boxes there.
Ooh.
I would be surprised if you had to reload it like this every time, but
That would be too. Oh.
oh,
Nice. All right, Simon, are you ready?
ready.
Really, it doesn't think that exists, huh?
Oh,
After add this after your imports, which we did.
where's the error? Let's want to give
It's
it back to
down here.
the GPT.
Yeah. Oh, we get a new one? Oh, that's okay.
The method has changed. Okay,
Hmm.
are we sure?
Good foresight. All right, let's roll with it.
So that becomes this. Okay. What happens if I just load it again?
Well, the test, from my understanding, I think it crashed out of the app.
Okay. How do I
We'll have to
back
terminal,
here?
and the terminal will have to build it again. You're right there. There might be a smoother workflow, but this gives us a new test file,
Mm-hmm.
and then, yep. Now we have to back up a layer. We have to find that test folder. So I want to go back to the root. And test is in here somewhere.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have one of the. Let's delete this one and just see what the other one does. Because we got two debug methods. Should we try that?
Set collide draw enabled. Yeah.
Is that the right? Did we get
That
an
would
error?
set
Did we get
your.
an error for both then? At this point,
Uh,
set
nope,
collide draw
just this one.
enabled. Okay, yeah. So delete that one, which is the first one. Weird.
I wouldn't be surprised if this one also, the other one doesn't work. Open the thing. It's annoying. I have to go back and go to the same one every time.
Indeed. Okay. If we go
Oh,
to
okay. There's a different error.
oh, bad argument. Expected.
Can I not copy this? Ugh,
Well,
that's
you can copy it
man.
out of here.
Oh, okay. We'll do that.
So I was looking for an expected sprite and got. I'm not familiar with the language super well,
Hmm.
but yeah, it wants a
Well,
second parameter.
let's see what it says. Method needs to be called on a sprite instance, not on the class. Huh. Modify the code. Okay.
So it doesn't go into the imports like it was claiming it does. Lovely. If you hit
New
apply here,
game. Oh,
you don't have to do so much copy paste. Yeah, and then this little think for a
perfect.
minute. You can hit accept.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
All right.
So it moved it into the file. So we have set collisions enabled. It still passed it one parameter, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Hmm. All right.
Hey, look at that loaded. Nothing changed. Oh, slides width is not.
The same error we had from earlier. Yeah, I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
GPT is smart enough to figure this out.
indeed.
Hmm.
I have a thought.
Sure.
Let's just take this code, copy paste the whole thing. We'll try one last YOLO web coding here with the AI. Let's copy this. Copy the whole thing.
Hmm.
Let's open in here. Let's get Chat GPT open.
Where's that?
It's in the Edge browser because I'm a monster.
Oh,
It's one of these. Perhaps this one. Yep, here. Let's kick off a new chat. Let's say, oh,
right.
what do you think?
What do you? I don't know.
What I was thinking was giving it this file and
Hmm.
giving it the GitHub link to be like, this is our example code.
Hmm.
Please fix, more or less.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
It's a free GPT, so who knows what'll happen here.
Oh, you don't have a subscription to
I do for work,
ChatGPT?
but I try to use it sparingly because I'm not sure how much personal stuff I should throw in there.
Hmm.
Surely there's some useful code in here.
It's a functioning game. I hope.
Well, that's thinking. I just want to peek around there, main.
Very big.
That's they're like all refactored and stuff. They're way ahead of us.
Mhm.
Um, yes, these guys definitely know what they're doing. Look how pretty this looks in GitHub. We don't even have any coloring. Maybe they're. Oh no, we do.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll stop overdriving here. What do you think?
What does it say?
Uh,
Okay.
it says that's. I don't believe that. It's not. We're up to a good start here. Oh, look at that.
Hmm.
Collides with pin. It's the same one. This is our error method, but this looks like the exact same, does it not?
It does.
So it wants us to use that version of that method. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Ah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to call it here
Oh,
shortly.
9 o'clock, about that time.
But I kind of like this vibe coding shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's
Still
fun.
seem to work at all.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it definitely got us some bowling balls and stuff on screen, but it
Hmm.
definitely was throwing us some curveballs.
Yeah.
Um, I think next time we could focus on just getting the tiny sprites over and
Hmm.
kind of sprinkling in some logic. Have
Yeah. I just wish I wish Playdate had the sample like a very simple example game that you would just copy, right?
yeah. So
And that would all make sense. But
there was some in here. Like there are some little guys like this. I don't know how much this is gonna have, but it does have some code that we can reference within the SDK.
yeah. But I mean, like this paired with a detailed README that's like, okay, here's how you set up collision. Here's how basic game shit.
Yeah, fair
I didn't
enough.
see that anywhere in the README, and that frustrates me with a lot of documentation. It's like people do the bare minimum
Indeed.
and expect you're just going to know how to use it, and it's like, no, tell me how to freaking use it, man. Don't
Indeed.
just tell me the capabilities and like what it can do. Show me. So it's
Yes.
very frustrating to me, at
Yes.
least.
No, I hear you. Well, we'll call that a
Anyway,
night then. We'll get Weta on board too, since he's got some stakes in this game. So,
hmm
but I think we got a pretty solid idea with Bolatro.
I like it. Yeah, let's make sure it keeps simple. Let's not add too many mechanics if you want to finish the game.
Yep,
All right, that was fun, man. Thanks for hanging out. Good chatting.
for sure. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
See
Take care.
y'all.